Hello, Leo, and welcome to TenPaths Tarot. My name is Everett, and I'm really glad you could join us today. So I have drawn your cards. I started by asking Spirit to give us an oracle card. What is the theme of this message? And the oracle card was make a decision, which is quite cryptic unless you are being asked to make a decision. It looks like you want the world to grow. Look at all of the animals and the people in this card. And you have golden wings. You feel like you can help all of this to thrive. So let's see where we start. With the first card, we have the Seven of Swords. Now this is someone who has finished up a project, and they are taking what they've learned and what they know, and they're moving on. And they're moving on in quite a hurry. They've got something in mind that they want to build, that they want to do. And they work hard at it. They work very hard, to the point they almost tune out the rest of the world. This is the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, it looks like they accomplished their goal, because that is followed by the Queen of Cups. Now those cups represent intuition, love, emotion, and this queen is looking into that cup with deep affection. And she has had to sacrifice to build this cup of love, to build this thing she wants to give. And you can tell she sacrificed because of the dying seahorses around her. Those are past dreams, past things she wanted to accomplish. And now it's time for judgment. Let me cover the bottom of this card. And I'm not sure whose judgment. I don't know that it's judgment of you and what you've done or haven't done, so much as I'm getting the impression of it's your judgment of others. There's someone or a group of people looking to you to give them favor, to bestow upon them favor. And maybe that's that cup of love you're holding. Maybe they want your affection. Maybe they want your pentacles, your money. Maybe they want your talents. They want you to teach them something that you know so that they can go into business too, or be as good a person as you are. But you're looking away. This angel giving the judgment is looking away and not really listening to what they're saying. You're only hearing your own music. You're only hearing your own music. So Leo, what happens then? Now we have two cards stacked. We have that Seven of Swords. And we have another fresh energy, the Page of Pentacles. Now the page is like this in that they know they have some life experience. They have some experience in the thing they're pursuing. But they don't know it all. And they're good with that. They will learn it. That's their attitude. I will learn what I need to know as I go. I will learn what I need to know. And then under that Eight of Pentacles, stacked beneath it, is the Knight of Swords. Now, Swords is clear thinking. In this case, there's only a single sword. And there's that judgment again. But the judgment is empty. even though this night feels that there's a judgment, there isn't really. So here what I'm seeing is maybe these people calling to you, it is more your attention they want than your worldly know-how. They want your attention, and that's what they're seeking. But you're not hearing that. You feel like you know what other people want, and you will decide whether you will have it that way. And you're going to slice through those scales. You're not even going to weigh things anymore because you know. You know what you know. And here we go back to that Queen of Cups, that great love, and we have this Chariot. And in a way, this Chariot, I'm getting a vibe of sacrifice, Maybe you had to work very hard, and overcome other people's judgments of you to show them what you were worth. And you had to sacrifice to get ahead and for your family or to accomplish something. And now all of those fights have left you feeling a little like everything is black and white, and you've lost sight of some of the gray areas. The gray areas is what is a release. And we'll get to a card about that in a moment. But those gray areas are our release. When we realize we're not in control of everything and everyone. And sometimes that is hard to do because we have a picture of what life should be like, but it hardly ever works out that way. And so what you're looking for is stability, but a rather set stability. The 4 indicates stability. It's not moving forward anymore. In fact, you've gone down from 8 of Pentacles down to 4, again showing that sacrifice that you've made. But you're okay with that because you see a future. But I'm wondering if it's your future or someone else's future that you are thinking about. Because here we have the King of Swords. And he is sitting on a rock throne and his sword is in the ground. I'm not budging. I'm thinking clearly, and this is the way it is. And this is my legacy, my tradition. And from that, there's growth, and that growth should be grateful for the ground I've given it. And that tree does look grateful. But one thing we have to keep in mind is that whenever a plant grows, we can give it nutrients and it grows. And we're like, yay, it's growing. And it may blossom. It'll get leaves and we feel very proud. But that tree will grow into the type of plant it is. So I'm getting a feeling that that tree represents heritage. Just like you could not live in the same situation and do exactly the same things your parents did because the world changes, outlooks change, and not just individually. As a group, as a country, a world, a community. Just like I was once talking to a Buddhist monk, And while we were talking, somebody came up and asked him about karma. And they said, well, what about all these bad things that happen? What about bad things that happen to big groups of people and they didn't do anything? And he said, there's different kinds of karma. There's individual karma and there's group karma. And so we have to grow up among the group's karma and not just those immediately around us. So we will be different depending on what kind of tree we are as a seed when we're seeded, and then as we grow, what the environment is like, and nutrition is good and all of that. But even bonsai masters have to keep trimming that little tree to get those branches to grow the way they want it, because that tree will grow into what it's supposed to be. And it will continue to fight to do that until it is no more. And so when I first saw these cards, I was like, I don't really get it as a whole meaning until I asked for one more oracle card. I went through the same deck as the one that gave us make a decision, but the oracle, Spirit said the rest of the message isn't in that oracle card deck. So I switched decks and it gave me let go. And you see here, there's a woman, she's soon going to give birth, and she's dreaming of what that child will be like. And she hopes it'll be just like her, but it can't be, because we're all put down here for different reasons. And so that child, she has to remember that she's not raising a child. She's raising an adult that will live its own destiny, what Spirit wants it to live, and an adult that will live among the karma of its own group. Ours has already passed. And so when I combine the two cards, it is make a decision and let go. Make a decision and let go of that preconceived notion that we will pass down our legacy and it will remain intact as we see fit. It can't. Because we are meant to evolve as individuals, as people, as groups. And you can't evolve and stay the same. So they may take some of what you know, some of what you've given them, some of those nutrients, but you can't control what happens to it from there, because it will grow into the tree it's meant to grow into. And that is the message Spirit gave me today. I hope that is helpful to someone under the sign of Leo. I appreciate your being here today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, that would be great too. Whatever, I appreciate it very, very much. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.